Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here at Solana, seeing what's going on. This coin is still looking fairly bearish, but we might actually be able to see this shift in momentum here. We're maintaining a decent level, and this thumbs down could inevitably become a thumbs up. And so if you watch my channel or you watch my videos, I'll just go ahead and post playout charts and kind of show where I think the price is going to go next. When I give a thumbs down, just a general consensus of the fact that it's probably not going to be a bullish type of confirming signs, right? We need to have a lot more happening. And we're not even close to that yet, but we still see this little shift in momentum, so we want to double check that and a few other factors too. So welcome aboard if you're new. Thanks again for joining me here. A lot of our community members are a part of our premium group, so congrats to our premium traders here for some recent profits. What was it? We took some nice profit here from Chainlink. That's a Chainlink long 50%. Some shorts here, ETH 30%, ICP 33, Matic 30, and another Bitcoin at 25%. So some nice shorts there. Absolutely some good stuff overall. So again, congrats on that. If you're curious about how the signals work, please make sure you read through our signals guide. Highly recommended. Okay, so let's talk about the daily time frame. Before we do that though, let's quickly note some liquidation levels. This is good news for the longs, okay? $96 is a very heavy concentration of liquidation. Roughly within the last 4 trading days, we've seen a significant amount of liquidation at that level. We're seeing some late longs about 90 and or 85, which is justifiable. Totally understand that. But here at about 95, 96, we see a heavy concentration of longs. And of course, the same existing one from before at about 105. So 96 and 105. Let's quickly look at that and see where that's at on the chart. So 96 is right here. 105 is going to be obviously much higher, really close to that previous resistance level. So right here. Okay, so these are just the liquidation levels to kind of give you perspective on where everyone's feeling safe with their shorts. Okay, and just gives you perspective. Now, are these shorts safe? Well, I would say the shorts at 96 probably not so much, just because we're getting close to breaking above the cloud here. That's a very nice sign in the overall sense here, giving us confirmation that we're breaking this descending trend. And just to kind of give you perspective here, ever since the 18th, which is roughly 3 days ago, we've been underneath the cloud, haven't been able to break above. Now, this isn't like a super strong break. This is just more so Bitcoin going sideways over the weekend and Solana kind of slowly making higher highs and higher lows. There's really nothing to write home about, but it is absolutely a thing, right? It's something we want to be mindful of. And once more, when we're looking at the charts, we're looking for reasons to not take a trade. I know it seems really strange and abstract for some folks that are newer to trading, even those maybe that have been trading for a while. But the truth is, you're trying to convince yourself that, hey, is this trade worthwhile, or is it worth my time? Okay, 95% of the time it isn't, but sometimes it is, and we want to kind of identify that. So let's see here. Is this worth taking a long or a short? Well, taking a look at the daily time frame, we're bearish here. Stochastic swinging down, money flow index is high, but RSI is below 50. Generally considered it to be a bearish sign. MACD is still moving down. We're still seeing that momentous trend from down below, or from before rather, 126 all the way down to low 90s. Okay, so the truth is we could get a bounce here soon. We're at this support level at 92/93. 92 to 93 has been a support level for us, just as 98 to 100 is a resistance. But at this point now, we're seeing what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts to break below 92, and we haven't seen a closure below that level yet. Okay, that's a pretty stark reality to me that we're due for a further downside. Okay, again, all the liquidation levels above us or not, that's still a stark reality there. Okay. So the more often you test the resistance level, the more market is break. So what needs to happen for us to be able to break bullish? Well, we need to be back up over the 20-day SMA, which is running concurrent with this descending trend. So at the very least, we want to be able to, within it'd be more like 3 or 4 trading days, we want to be above that descending trend line, definitively, with a daily candlestick closure. That's step number 1. That would make me feel better. Same thing with 50 on the RSI. What we want to see here is have the price action be above 50 here, back up above. Okay, because we're slowly breaking below, and we haven't been below this level since September. Keep in mind, this is new uncharted territory for Solana. So keep in mind, we could very well see the price drop from here. All that being said, 4-hour time frame gives us a very similar scenario. We're absolutely bearish still with 4 moving averages. We can also see here we're under 50 on the RSI. Big surprise. You see the common theme here? Bearish scenarios here leading to lower lows and lower highs, retesting that common level at 92. We see traditional RSI at below 30. We don't like to see that either. Now, keep in mind, we could see a pivot and the price recover, which we did kind of see here recently with the price kind of coming up here. But generally speaking, that's not really a safe play. If we take a look at MACD, we are seeing a convergence here. You got to keep in mind, though, This convergence is natural for this to occur based on the fact that we've held this level for 2 days. That's all it is. We're not like making miraculous transitions of higher highs and higher lows, okay? So again, this is somewhat of a false positive, this MACD here. It's really kind of one of those things where like, oh, okay, you're pregnant. Nope, just kidding, you're not, right? It's one of those situations where like, we probably want to not take a trade on this one thing and make sure we look at everything else. It's exactly why you look at everything, right? Because again, some folks I know, they're like, I'm just going to take trades in the MACD convergence. Okay, good luck with that. I've seen it happen before. In fact, I've ran some trial runs on that before, and it really doesn't work very well. You backtest it yourself. It's not super successful. Once more, all the more reason why we need to understand the big picture. So everything we've seen here so far is bearish minus a couple of little outliers. So is that a reason to take a long position? Is the liquidation being at 96 a reason to take a long position? Well, I would say maybe a little bit, yeah. You could totally use that as a little bit of incentive, but it shouldn't be something that kind of puts you in at a, I'm going to take a 50% of my portfolio trade on Solana at 92, and I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna let it ride and never touch it again. No, folks, that's not how it works. Spot's a different story altogether. So feel free to add to your spot bag. I'm not saying that. Anyways, when it comes to trading, day, swing trading, whatever the case is, scalping, you need to focus on those things. Right now, our bot is technically short too, if I'm not mistaken. We had a short trade open here with Solana at about 92.25. Okay, so keep in mind, there is reasons why the price action could continue to drop down. Once more, smaller play is a different story altogether. What I'm talking about here is more so a macro play. So let's talk about the macro here and quickly note on the Ichimoku cloud, again, we're getting close, right? We're almost above the cloud. But the thing you need to recognize here is until we get, at this level here, and we close soundly above 92, and then on top of that, we have a lot of other confirming factors, there's really no reason to take a trade. Because to me, honestly, even though we break above the cloud, just say in 4 hours we're here, we get this confirmation, good to go, hourly confirmation that we've seen a shift in momentum. Is that enough to warrant a trade? Well, it's enough to maybe warrant a trade that you watch closely and ensure it continues higher, but is it something that you can just kind of passively set and forget? Probably not, because the overall trend, the big picture, is still bearish, and we got to understand that. So again, to me, taking a trade right now seems just a little too risky. Once more, I'm referring specifically to a swing trade. Day trading, different story altogether. You can scalp as much as you want, honestly, because this coin has been doing fairly well within a range. So again, different strategies for different scenarios here, but I hope that you learned something here today. That's all I can say, and I hope that you can continue to learn. So if you could, comment below, like the video, I'd greatly appreciate that. Make sure you check out our Bitunix exchange, phenomenal exchange. They have a nice competition going on right now. No KYC, no VPN. So if you need a new exchange that works very well in your corner, I would check them out. Also, if you use my link to register, you'll be automatically eligible for trading competitions. Make sure you check that out. And again, if you're new to our community, please read through the signals guide. You need to understand the difference between my swing trades and my day trades, okay? Completely different situations altogether. Read through that, please. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you in the next one.